Hey everyone, so I'm back with a quick video. This is about on the 30th of September, I believe, Charlotte Sena, who is maybe 9 years old, went missing in the US, I think in New York Park. She wanted to do an extra round on her bike when they were with her family, and she went missing for a couple of days. Now, on the 4th of October or 3rd, depending where you are, 2nd into 3rd of October, 2 days later, 48 hours more or less, they found Charlotte Sena, and they found her in, and they held someone suspect. They said she was found safe, but I don't think that's right wording. In fact, she was found safe. I think it should say she was found and now she's safe, because she was found safe, yet she was in a cabinet. I think, you know, everyone thought, because that's what happens, is that as time increases, the likelihood of the child being alive, and obviously during that time probably facing some SA, think of S, and then maybe the word abuse, or some sort of abuse. This is disclaimer, for entertainment purposes only, allegedly my opinion. And when I saw it, I saw, like, you know, because I do the readings on Maddie and Nick, sometimes like crime pop-ups come up, and that came up, and I was just thinking, oh, bless her soul, I hope she gets found. And I didn't feel the need to do a reading on it, which was probably because she was going to be found. And also I need to be careful on how much energy I tap into other people when I do readings, as I'm trying to preserve my energy for the cases that I'm actually looking into, and the cases that I've done, are doing readings on. So she's with her family, which is beautiful, and the suspect has been arrested. What did I find interesting? Apparently this suspect had posted in their letterbox, I think, asking for money, and he'll give Charlotte back to the parents. So with that ransom letter, they were able to track the fingerprint of the guy that they have as a suspect. We will see if he's charged guilty or not. I mean, he doesn't look like he gets out much. Do you think he looks like he gets out much? So, and it was in a trailer park or a trailer van that she was found in a cabinet. I think increasingly with time, big, I think another day or two, she might have been killed, because you can't hold someone, especially of that age, for too long. I think it's great that they found her within that amount of time. He apparently lives with his mother. If he is the guilty suspect, I don't know where his mother would have been, seeing as Charlotte was hid in a cupboard. But obviously probably not a very well-off person living in a trailer van or trailer park with his mother. What can we learn at this when we look at, I'll link it in the description box below. If you've not seen my video on Sarah Sharif, Maddie McCann and Summer Wells, what are the similarities, what are differences, something like that I put in there just to bring to light. Check that video out, it'll be linked in the description box. And I was thinking of this one again, and I bring it to your attention. With Sarah Sharif, they found the body because the father called as soon as he fled the UK at 2 AM or 2:35 AM. He called from Pakistan saying about his daughter's body. So they found the daughter's body. They probably would have found it anyway because it was just left in her bed. They didn't try to hide it or anything. Like, we don't know where the bodies of John Benet Ramsey's body was found directly then, and also Maddie's, we don't know where her body is. I do from my readings, and you'll see that in part 9. So what can we learn about this with Charlotte? Firstly, the police did a great job, but you need to act straight away as soon as you feel something's fishy. Now, sometimes if you act within 15 minutes, authorities will say you need to wait 24 hours, but they acted themselves and they went looking for her as well as raising the alert straight away. It wasn't hours later. It wasn't like whatever, okay? And like Sarah Sharif, because the parent actually called, her body was found more or less hours later or whatever, you know. But in the other cases, it was, there seems to be a timing of needing to do something, possibly to hide something. There's something not covered, undercovered. What I'm trying to get to with this is that when I look at the cases, they're different, okay? But when I look at the cases, if I look at Summer Wells, if I look at Sarah Sharif, if I look at Charlotte Sena, in comparison to Maddie and John Benet Ramsey, a few of those cases, and you can make out, have people that are well connected with people or money, or work within a field that's very much connected or very well regarded, and so they have connections. And whether it's via money, whether it's via your place in authority, whether it's via connections, whether it's via your work, there's a difference between the levels in society and who they know and the money between those cases. So with Charlotte Sena, I think they're from a pretty good family. They're still trying to see if the person knew the dad, which I find interesting to be mentioned. But they're still trying to see if the person knew the dad, and maybe the dad knew him but didn't really know that he was a weirdo or whatever, but he knew obviously that they had money or something, he knew about them. But he himself, that's caused the whatever's happened to all these girls, those that have caused it themselves, that have been where something's come forward, there's been an act from the parents to bring it to light, but also the people that have been caught or are not are not well hidden, are not necessarily from the elite, as opposed to the other cases. I hope this is making sense. If you look at the person in the Charlotte Sena case, again, probably not very well off. Why am I saying this? Because the ransom note he put in the post box of this the parents' home, and they must have been living in a nightmare, honestly, was they tracked his fingerprint back to 1999 when he was caught for, what was he caught for? I forgot what he was caught for, but a lesser of a crime, okay? In another state, I believe, as well, which I think was excellent work. But it just shows there's fingerprints on ransom notes. Now, there was a ransom note in the John Benet Ramsey case, but apparently no fingerprints could be detected. So did someone actually use gloves to put that ransom note? Possibly. But also, between 1996 to 1999, the advancement in DNA and testing and criminal investigation, etc., would not have advanced so much that by 1996, John Benet Ramsey, by 1999, they had a massive blow through of new DNA testing or investigation wise. So again, this seems to be this thing about who you know, possibly money, your positioning, that seems to be reoccurring. Now, you might say with the Summer Wells case, but there is probably a hidden element or group or society involved. And by the way, on the Summer Wells case, I might do a reading, but I'm definitely putting it in my predictions. This case will get resolved. So that is coming through. Unlike the other two, which I know how are going to be brought to light. But also in my predictions, I said a lot of new cases, old cases will be reopened, and the veil between the dark and the light is very thin. And I said there will be a lot of old cases reopened and cases around crimes. So I just wanted to bring that to light. I mean, if you think about it, there is something there. And yeah, I think that's my message on that. So if this triggered some thought, please do like, subscribe. Let me know if you enjoyed this impromptu kind of thing. And I'm so glad that they found the little girl, and hopefully, you know, she's not been too traumatized by the whole experience, and they can continue, definitely watched upon by angels to make sure that it's not her time yet. God bless, whether you believe in Buddha, Allah, God, the universe, the angels, whatever your faith is, of any faith, even if it's yourself being part of the universe. Blessings, and take care, and I'll see you in our next one. Bye for now.